All right, welcome back to another movie review series episode. Now, last week I said that, last week I made up my mind on the spot that I said I was going to do a review on Just Dredd. And if you saw the thumbnail, if you clicked on it, first of all, thank you a lot for doing that. And secondly, let's get started. Now, Just Dredd, 1995. Now, the previous Stallone films that I have done reviews on, those were my favorite. But after looking back on it, I said that the '90s Stallone films is like one of the best he has ever done. But I left out one movie that came out in '93, Cliffhanger. Now that's a real good movie. I like that movie, but it wasn't necessarily one of my favorites. Now let's go over here to Dredd, Just Dredd, mind you. I like this movie. It's a real good movie. It's not one of my favorites, but it's good enough for me to do a review on because I got a lot of shit to say on this movie. Okay, this particular movie right here, I got a lot of shit to say. So let's get to it. Now, in comparisons to the recent Dredd film, you know, yeah, of course, a lot of people are going to say that movie was a lot much better. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was a lot much better. Cool, you know? But if you take out Rob Schneider in this movie, if you take him out of this movie, then you will most definitely get Dredd 3D, that movie. You will most definitely get that movie. I guarantee it. I guarantee it because, as that movie is much more violent, this is a pretty violent movie also. I mean, Jesus Christ. I didn't keep count. I mean, how could I? But there was a lot of goddamn gunfire in this movie. Okay? So yeah. Dredd 3D Dredd that Dredd. Yeah. Very violent. But this Just Dredd movie, starring Sylvester Stallone, is a very violent movie. I mean, it didn't go down in the Guinness Book of World Records as the most violent movie ever made. At that time, that record still belonged to Rambo 3. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and look it up if you don't believe me. But yeah. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say on that little note there. You take Rob Schneider out of this movie, then you will definitely get that movie, Dredd 3D, that movie. That's one thing I wanted to say. Here's the second one. Dredd took his helmet off. Big fucking deal. Okay? The world did not end. Okay? Now, the other Dredd movie, Carl Urban never took his helmet off. Now, here's something else I want to throw out there. Has anybody ever knew who the hell Carl Urban was at that time? Of course he ain't gonna take his helmet off. You don't know the guy's face. Why would you? Why would you take his helmet off? So yeah. Yeah, you see him in the interviews. Yeah, you see his name, Carl Urban. He look like that dude in Doom. He wasn't even the star of that movie. Don't forget Dwayne Johnson in that movie. He wasn't supposed to die. So yeah, Carl Urban getting his keeping his helmet on, since that would be the law of playing the role as Dredd, then okay, good, big whoop. Okay, he kept his helmet on, identity concealed and everything like that. Okay, yeah, good, big whoop. Now, with this movie, Judge Dredd, Stallone, his helmet is off. Why? Because he's the fucking star of this movie. You know, everybody know who the hell Sylvester Stallone is. You know, so yeah, when the man takes his helmet off, a lot of people out there, the hardcore diehard fans out there, God bless you people, they all screamed, they all scream shenanigans. They call shenanigans. They'll scream foul play. All right. Okay. You have a case. You pleaded your case. There be another Dredd movie. It wasn't Judge Dredd Part 2. It was Stallone, But yeah, you have another Dredd movie. That's your Dredd movie. Okay. You got that one. Me, I'm a Stallone guy. I got this one. It's my Dredd movie. Okay. I can ignore the fact that Rob Schneider is in this movie. Okay. Since he never contributed much in this movie except scream like a little girl in this movie. Okay. Only thing that he have contributed to the fact that since he played a hacker, he crossed some wires to sabotage the ABC Warbot. Okay. Boy, is he pissed. Okay. Seriously, that's the only big contribution that he made for this movie. You asshole. Okay, that's the only contribution he made for this movie. Okay, good for him. Good for him. Now, another thing I want to throw out about this movie is the fact that, this movie stars Sylvester Stallone, Armand Asante, and Diane Lane, and Max von Sydow. Now, if you don't know who Max von Sydow is, then you need to really go and get some movie history done. Okay, take yourself to film school. Go to your grandparents. Go to your mom and dad. Ask them who Max von Sydow is. Go to anybody who has seen a movie. If you're watching this and it's on the internet, the only place you can watch this on the internet, then there's a search bar up here that will lead you straight towards other places of the internet. If you know where I'm getting at, then cool. If not, then I'll just spell it out for you. Type in Max von Sydow's name in that search bar and look him up. That's all you gotta do. Okay. And if anybody don't know who the hell Diane Lane is, then I gotta do this. She is the catalyst of bringing Batman and Superman together. Must save Martha. Okay, I did it. I threw it out there, Everybody arguing about it, There was more to that scene, by the way, than just the name. There was more to that scene. But I'll get to that in a much later time. Now, Stallone and Asante, You know, this isn't the first time they worked together. No, the first time for me that I noticed that they worked together was in a movie called Paradise Alley that Stallone directed. As a matter of fact, it was his first movie that he directed, his directorial debut. Okay, a movie called Paradise Alley. Go ahead and look that up too. That's a real good movie. Okay, he did a great job directing that movie, and he sung the theme song. Believe it or not, Stallone sings a theme song, and it is in that movie. You gotta look it up. I'm telling you right now. You got soul. Touch me right here. But yeah, they played brothers in that movie. And in this movie, not only that they played enemies, but they were also, guess what? Spoiler alert, brothers. So, Stallone and Asante. I guess they like playing brothers, you know? That's cool. So, yeah, that movie, Paradise Alley, brothers. This movie, Just Dredd. The enemies, but brothers. Okay, now, well, let's get to the pros and cons, I guess, you know? Let's get to the pros and cons, you know? The pros, well, despite the fact that this movie is very violent, a lot of gunfire, there's more gunfire than there was fighting. And, you know, seeing a Stallone film, you get a nice little mixture of, you know, gunplay and hand-to-hand combat. You get a nice little mixture of that. In this movie, there's a lot of blast them away, then beat them down. I tell you right now. Wow. But yeah, man. Just Dredd, man. That's, you know, one of the pros. You know, it's a real good cop movie. I'll tell you that. It's a real good cop movie, and that's the way. That's what I can. That's what I can get out of it. You know, even though it's based off of a comic book. Yes, Just Dredd was a comic book. Another comic book movie. A futuristic comic book movie. You know, nothing like barbed wire, but another futuristic comic book movie. But yeah, you know, Just Dredd. You know, even though it was based off of a comic book, you know, it didn't really give you that comic book feel. It was more like a hardcore cop movie set in the future. But, you know, it had a nice little sci-fi-ish feel to it. Also, you know, I guess you could say that this movie is a sci-fi action film. A British American sci-fi action film. That's what I'm reading off the information here. The Google search and information here. It's a British American sci-fi action film directed by Danny Cannon and starring Sylvester Stallone, Diane Lane, Rob Schneider, Amar Asante, and Max von Sydow. But yeah, now you know. Well, yeah, you know those are the pros, and here's the cons. You know, Rob Schneider is in this movie. I mean, I guess you know once he left SNL, you know he trying to branch out into films, and I'll tell you, man, if it wasn't for Adam Sandler keeping him around in the '90s, you know, pretty much carrying them in the '90s, you know, this dude, he just couldn't make it on his own. I mean, the hot chick, nobody saw that movie, right? Anybody remember that movie? The Animal. Nobody saw that movie, right? Did anybody remember that movie? If you watch the channel FX, you probably will see that movie in the listings. Both of them. But yeah, I guess he had to be paired off with people just to keep himself around, keep himself relevant. Mostly Adam Sandler, but paired him off with somebody like Sylvester Stallone in this movie, or Jean-Claude Van Damme in Knockoff, which really messed up that movie. Boy, I mean, he messed up that movie too. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sure there are a lot of Rob Schneider fans out there. I'm sorry for saying this, but once you look at it, I'm being real with you. I'm a realist. I'm being real with you. Once you look at the facts, this dude cannot correct a movie. He messes up a movie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. I mean, yeah, he's funny. He's pretty funny. I've seen him on SNL, back in the day. Dude is pretty funny, but Jesus Christ, man. Dude messes up a movie, especially if it's an action movie. I mean, jeez. Dredd and Knockoff. Look at that for examples. The only two movies he's done with two big action stars. I mean, Van Damme was trying to make a career, make a comeback in his career. Universal Soldier, The Return, didn't fare well with him. And then Knockoff, hell, he got a fucking Rob Schneider in that movie, and it didn't fare well with him. I mean, he's doing great right now with straight-to-video films, but come on. Jesus. And then we got Just Dredd with Stallone. I mean, the movie is good. It's real good. I mean, yes, it's real good. And once you take out Rob Schneider, it can be much better. That's all I can say about that. I mean, seriously. But I guess that's the only con you can just put out there. I can put out there. The pro that is violent and it has a very good cast. The con is that it's Rob Schneider is in this movie. I mean, that's all I can say about it. I mean, I understand why people are very hesitant about watching this movie. And I don't blame you. Rob Schneider fucked it up. I'm sorry, but it's true. I mean, what more could you say about this movie? Well, but yeah, okay, let me throw out some scenes that I like about this movie, I mean, if you know me, if you've been watching this series of videos, if you've been watching me, then if you will know that I will recite lines. I mean, I still do, and there are more coming right now. Not right now, but there are more coming in the future, very soon. Okay, I'll tell you right now. Trust me when I tell you, but there are more quotes of the day coming. Okay. So yeah, if you know me, you know that I will put out quotes from any movie that I'm reviewing. So yeah, with this movie, I'll try to act it out for you, Yeah, there's one scene that is in this movie. There's a lot of scenes that's in this movie, mostly from Armando Sante, because this dude, he's a pretty damn good villain. Okay, this movie, he is a pretty damn good villain. Okay, playing Dredd's brother Rico, formerly Judge Rico, because they were both judges. But yeah, Rico, I just ate a French fry. Yeah, yeah, it's real cool. I'm in the middle of dinner while I'm watching it, while I'm doing this review for you. So, bear with me on the chewing. This happens when you don't do it earlier. Now I'm in the middle of dinner doing this review for you. All for you. Yeah. But yeah, Armand Asante plays a pretty damn good villain named Rico, Dredd's brother. But yeah, you just seen that, they finally met up again for the first time in years since Dredd judged him. So he's sentenced to jail, basically. So yeah, standing face to face. Yeah, Dredd and Stallone. He's like, I should have put you down myself, personally. I never understood that. Why did you judge me? Why did you judge me? You killed innocent people. The means to an end. You started a massacre. I caused a revolution. You betrayed the law. Law! I betrayed this. Your council experiment, which failed in you. I was your brother, your blood, your friend. You betrayed who? When you stop being a goddamn slave and grow up. That's your birthright. That's your family. I'm your family. I'm the only family you ever had. Now choose. The best thing you can do is kill me. Why? Because it's your only chance, brother. It's a real good scene. To me, that's a real good scene. Real fiery. A bit emotional, especially on the Sunday side. Real good scene. Damn good movie. I really like this movie. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Martin Asante, he played a pretty damn good villain. Okay. He's not one of the greatest villains of all time, mind you. Okay. He's not up there with Darth Vader level, He's not up there with the Joker level, with Heath Ledger's Joker level. Hey, Ledger played a great Joker, but come on, he's not the only Joker out there. Okay. Mark Hamill, that's best Joker. But yeah, I tell you, man. What else can I tell you? We need more scenes that I like in this movie. Yeah. The pretty good action sequences, the opening of the movie, you got James Raymer in this movie, this dude, he's a fucking chameleon and a great character actor, hey, you don't be afraid of somebody, be afraid of me. Jesus Christ, man. Hey, Dredd, come and get us, But yeah, I tell you, man. What else can I say about it? What else can I say? Pretty damn good movie. Pretty damn good movie. It's on Netflix right now. Go and check this movie out. Judge Dredd. Give it another chance. Look past Rob Schneider. That's all I can say about it. Okay. Dinner's getting cold. So, guess what? I'm about to go eat this on bitch. Another fish fry. Hash puppies, corn, some vegetables, and a fried fish. That's getting cold. Fried fish, that's what hot sauce. That's getting cold. So, yeah, having some soul food here. Yeah, black people. All right. Okay, nothing more I can say about this movie. Just go and check it, please. Come on, check this movie out. It's good goddamn entertainment. A 90s classic. If you want to be entertained for what? If you want to be entertained for at least 2 hours, go ahead, check this movie out. I mean, what do you got to lose? Time? No. But hey, don't be an asshole. Don't be a sport. Just go and check this movie out. Look past Rob Schneider. Come on. So yeah, this was episode 13 of my horror movie. Horror movie. I will be doing those. This is episode 13 of my movie review series, and if you want more, go ahead, click over here, subscribe over here, and come back next week for episode 14. If possible, if it's still on Netflix, I would give you a review of Dredd 3D. Now, if that does not show up, then obviously I cannot give you a review. But if it's still on Netflix, then I'll give you a review on Dredd 3D. So, episode 14, question mark, in the air, But yeah, you guys take care of yourselves and have a good night.